Yo, Michael T. Porter here. Welcome to Rooted in Music TV, where everything that we talk about, everything that we discuss is rooted in music. I got another bomb episode for y'all. And those of you who rocking with since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. DJ Vlad said that Nas is one of the worst beat pickers in hip hop history. In history, out of all the people that ever touched the mic that we know of, he said that Nas is the worst beat picker, and I'm gonna have to agree. I usually don't agree with Vlad. I rarely. This is a rare occasion, very, 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 very rare occasion. And yes, Nas, especially in them days, them beats were terrible. And nothing against New York, nothing against Nas, but going back to that Jim Jones comparison, people are going to listen to Jim Jones before. If you out in the club riding in your car, people are going to bump Jim Jones before Nas. That's just what it is. Ain't no slight on the New York scene. Ain't no slight on Nas. It's just what it is. You got to remember. Let me see. When did Stillmatic come out? 2001. Now, Stillmatic came out 2001. You know what was going on in 2001? Around that time, you want me to tell you what's going on? Nelly. Now, Stillmatic has some bangers on there. That one's a little bit more upbeat, but after that, you got to remember, Nas been doing this since 1990. Do you know what the scene was like? You got to remember, this was right around Little John and them coming out. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know that was a long time ago. The early 2000s. Do you remember this is Juvenile? Back That Ass Up came out in 99, 2 years before Stillmatic. And I think that's why he put more better beats on there. But y'all let me know. Holla at me. I'm just stating facts. In the late 90s, early 2000s, actually, this was a year after Ludacris came out. Ludacris came out 2000. Ludacris Roll Out was one of the. There ain't no beat that Nas has picked. I mean, there's a couple, but on the level of Roll Out by Ludacris, I can go down the line. Nelly, Country Grammar. Country Grammar wasn't even Nelly's best beats. Hot in Her was the hottest song of that year. Then he came out the 2003 when Bad Boys 2 came out. This is right around the time Stillmatic. Nas was still rapping. Then you got Shake a Tail Feather with Nelly and the Bad Boy Crew. Puff Daddy and Nelly. That song, There Ain't No Beat. Go to the floor. Then they had the helicopter. Whoop, whoop. Bum, bum, bum. We do it for fun. That beat was hard, bro. You drop that beat right now, everybody start dancing. Everybody start wiggling. Everybody start jiggling. Now, to be fair to Nas, Nas is not a jiggling and wiggling and monkey bouncing. He don't make monkey bounce music. He don't make jungle bunny music. He make very conscious music all the time. Like, God damn, Nas, can you make some songs that wiggle? Here's the thing. I'm talking about the early Nas. And I'm not going to just pick on Nas. There's a lot of New York beats in New York. The beats were terrible, bro. Shout out New York. Not being sarcastic, I love New York. I'm gonna go out there one day. But I can have my opinion. I'm a West Coast nigga. Our shit bang, bro. Not all the time. We have some terrible beats, but overall, the West Coast in its prime with Dre and DJ Quick and all them boys out there in Oakland, all them boys out there in Sacramento, all them boys out there in Vallejo, man, E40. Look at E40's catalog. All his stuff, bang, that's hip hop. And I don't understand, where did these New York rappers start picking these whack beats? They're just whack. Here's the thing. 50 Cent, one of my favorite out of New York, right? And New York always had a gritty sound. It's gritty. If you want to know what I'm talking about, y'all look up the song 187 by 50 Cent. I'm grimy, I'm greasy, I'll make a 187 look easy. I put my murder game down. Push me, nigga. You see what I'm about. I was a snot nose, nappy head. I mean, it was like those story. It was a storytelling beats. I tell you like this: New York had those storytelling beats, and it was just dry. But 50 Cent still had that same dry beat, but he still put a little oomph in it. 50 Cent still put with his vocals, and they tweaked these whack beats to make them sound hella cool. And that's what made 50 Cent so hard, because you could tell this is a New York sound. Like that song, In My Hood. Those 187 In My Hood, those are just body bag. If you listen to those songs, it's gritty. You could just feel you out there in them projects in Southside Jamaica. You out there in Queens, right? You can just feel it. You in Queens, people on top of each other, everybody struggling, everybody hustling, everybody fighting for that. You just feel like you in New York, right? But it wasn't boring. The beat wasn't whack. Like In My Hood, niggas screw they face up at me on some real shit, son. You don't want beef. I aim that, cock that shit out the window and spray every shell that's in my heap. You niggas better lay down. Yeah, I mean, stay down. You get hit with the K round. Your ass ain't gonna make it. Ooh, that's 50 Cent. That's what I'm saying. This shit was, that was on the Massacre. So 50 Cent still took that New York style. I don't know where this style came from. I'm about to get to another point. But that slow storytelling, dry beat, I don't know where that came from, but 50 Cent mastered it and put some grit and some oomph into it, and that shit was banging. And if Nas would have did that, that shit would have been fire too. But it's not just Nas. Wu-Tang was doing shit like that. I ain't listened to much Public Enemy. Did y'all hit my comments? For those of you that in New York, did Public Enemy, I know they one of the pioneers, were they picking terrible beats like Wu-Tang and Nas and all them? Now, Wu-Tang had some fire stuff too, but I don't know where's the emphasis on this slow. And then they had this pyramid, I call it pyramid rap, with the what you call it, peace to the gods, those type of rap. They really pushed those slow whack beats. It was terrible, bro. It was like, what the hell you niggas talking about? Pyramids and we're pharaohs and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know the black Muslims. I don't know about none of that stuff, man. Where the money at? That's what I'm where we coming from. It's violence. Where the money? Niggas is killing niggas. Niggas is getting locked up. White folks on our ass. It's a little similarity. It was just New York for about 10 to 15 year span. Probably wasn't that long. Probably about 10 hard years. They were just picking just wild, just crazy, just droopy beats. But here's the thing. This is where I fell in love with New York. New York is never known for whack beats. New York is not known for whack beats. New York got it jumping because that's where it mother effing started, nigga. It started in New York. What the hell you talking about? When you break dance, go look at the break dance videos. It the pop block and all that break dance spin on your head. You can't spin your head on a whack ass beat, my guy. You can't pop block on a whack beat. They were pop blocking in LA too. It was all over. Everybody was they were doing it, hitting the robot. You cannot dance like that with that type of style with a whack beat. New York is not known. Where did this come from? The peace to the gods, the pyramid rap, these dry beats. Where did this part of New York come from? That super serious conscious rap. New York shout out, I'm talking about like Nas and KRS-One, Public Enemy, Queen Latifah, LL Cool J, all the plethora of talent coming from New York. They're not known for whack stuff. Even when they were conscious, it was still UNITY. That's Queen Latifah. That's way before my time, and I knew that, nigga. That beat was hard. What you talking about? KRS-One. My 9mm go, man, to think of the song. KRS-One. But KRS-One started getting dry. Now, not so much dry. I think he was too conscious, not conscious to the level I'm talking about, about to get into. That pyramid rap and the black Muslim and pyramid, that really hurt New York, I believe. Nobody wasn't feeling that. Maybe they feel it now that there's been an uprising of every other religion but Christianity. You know, most black people don't hate God today. They blame slavery, they blame everything, but what they need to blame, they blame it on Christ, right? But story for another day. New York is not known for whack beats. The DJs, the scratching, even the scratching got terrible over time. It got real slow. It just got, I don't know. It just, even when they scratch now, when they scratch for freestyles, I understand they got to slow it down a little bit because you got to give the MCs time to get their thoughts together. I totally understand if you want to slow down the beat, dry down the beat, if it's a freestyle battle. I understand. As you, nobody want to try to freestyle. Oh yeah, nigga, I got your mama and I got this and hey DJ, slow that shit down, nigga. Hell wrong with you? I'm trying to whoop this nigga in the freestyle battle. You got this beat going fast in the bitch. I'm not Busy Moan. I'm Michael Bone, nigga. Slow that beat down. I totally understand you scratching, but it still gotta be fire though. You can scratch slow, right? But New York has never been known for sorry beats. Never. Where did this come from? See, there's conscious rap, like all the famous MCs I talked about, MC Light. Then that super conscious pyramid rap destroyed New York. That's why when 50 Cent came out, it was a rejuvenation. 50 Cent is what New York, when people think of New York. Sean Poe, Busta Rhymes, their beats get it going because when think of New York, it's wild, it's conscious, it's talented. You got dancers, you got DJs, you got singers. This is the mecca of a lot of stuff. Playing at the Rucker, basketball. I mean, it's when we think about New York, it's upbeat. Where did this dry, slow, depressing beats come from? Ooh, in bad shape. Jay-Z, so many people came out of New York. Jay-Z was more of a rock and roll. He tried to blend his rock and roll with, which I think was pretty cool, but go and brush your shoulders off. If you feeling like a pimp, nigga, go and brush your shoulders off. Jay-Z started swinging with them good beats, and look how his records shot through the roof. Because for the longest, Jay-Z was picking those story time telling beats with a pinch of rock and roll and jazz. And now when he does that jazz with that rap, that stuff is fire, bruh. It's fire, but I could take the jazz, but that slow beat, I don't know. I don't know. New York is not really known for slide, dro, terrible beats. This is where it all started. I don't know. If you from New York, help me out. Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, let me know. Queens. Is Vlad? Do me and Vlad have some validity? And I don't like Vlad. I don't, let this be known. I do not like Vlad at all. But them beats were whack. 250 capital G, Rooted in Music TV. I'm gone.